I love the school. Not at all.
You love this call. Interesting call, that one. It's amazing. I didn't really actually tell him that much, and he was saying he's excited to meet with me. It's amazing what questionings and like listening to people can do, and they get a bit captivated. Like these people love the sound of their own voice. So if you ask the right questions, show that you're competent at what you do through the questions you ask, you can get people quite excited to meet with you by not actually giving away that much. There's a lot in there that I can actually take into the call after and question him around and find out if we're the right fit. But there we go. Hello, is that?
Uh,
Can you hear me?
yeah, speaking.
It's Joe. You're probably gonna hate me for this. It's a dreaded sales call. I'm
Oh,
not sure if
really?
you want to hang up or let me have 30 seconds. It's up
Oh
to you.
no, I've got to go. No,
Oh,
yeah.
I can
Ah,
hear the
the kid's thrown up
disappointment.
or something. Goldfish
Uh,
has died.
I've heard it
Go
all
on, mate.
before. 30
Mm-hmm.
seconds, if it's not relevant, let me know. Give me one of those excuses. So,
Yeah, no worries.
we get invited in by business owners who are doing well, growing nicely, but if they're honest, they got a couple of concerns on the new business piece of the pie. They say, like, look, we're great when we get in front of people, but it can be challenging to initiate contact and get meetings in the diary. Others have
Mm-hmm.
just worked with agencies who have overpromised and underdelivered, and it's left a bit of a bad taste in their mouths. But you're probably going to tell me you don't relate to or recognise any of those, I get the feeling.
Well, tell me what context you're calling in, because I'm involved in a few companies. Was there one specific one where you went like, "Oh, I'm going to call the geezer about this"?
I get the sense you work in B2B, is that correct? From what I
Yeah, I
understand.
do. Yeah.
Well, if I said I work across the IT and software space, um,
Mm-hmm.
what would you say if I told you that?
Yeah. Okay. What? So you sell solutions into companies? Is that the?
Correct. I'm a one-man band. What I do, I pick up the phone, book meetings for my clients.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask a
Well, I'm
few
impressed.
questions? See if it's worth us talking or we can end it?
Yeah, no, go on. Well, let me give you some context first.
Please
So,
do.
I mean, where I'm at the moment, so I've got a B2B app which establishing. Um, I'm sort of in that space where we're sort of iterating quite a lot, quite heavily, and talking to users. We're getting sort of feedback in, people going like, "This doesn't work. This sucks. Can we have one of those?" So, I'm not quite yet at the space where I sort of want to roll it out. I mean, very, very definitely sort of getting on the blower and having people do that for me and me doing it a lot and going to trade shows and all that good stuff is very definitely in the plan. So what you've got to say is of interest to me. It's just I'm not going to tell you like, hey, this week, yeah, let's go for it,
Yep.
unless you've got a brilliant different idea.
Okay.
But so I'd be interested in what your offer is, also in how you work. So
Okay. Okay. So
does that
from what
work?
I'm understanding, you haven't gone to market yet. You're iterating heavily, getting feedback from people, talking to users before launching to hopefully mass market. What is it that you're hoping that you will be able to do that you're not currently doing when it comes to going to market?
Well, that's a good question. So, I mean, what do you mean in terms of rolling out sales and so on?
Correct.
Yeah, so I mean, I hope to be in that space where we're driving sales, we're doing all that sort of active sales stuff, but also to an extent that the tool sells itself. If it works well enough, as I envisage it, we might be in the space where people recommend it to their peers and say, "Hey, listen, this is a brilliant tool.
Mhm.
You need to use it as well." But when we sort of push to roll out, that's very definitely sort of where we hope to be in terms of technical robustness, solid offer, very definite value that we can articulate, some use cases that people can talk to, reference points, what are they called? You've got people on your testimonials, I think, is what I think I might
Yep.
be looking for. So having all of that validation out, that's hopefully stuff that we have, so you've got us, or anyone that we pick for, sort of a sales partner has got some solid basis of which to go and tackle some potential users with.
Okay. Okay. And then in simple terms, what is the problem that you're hoping to solve for people? Could you explain that to me in simple terms? Wow. I mean, by the sounds of it, Dan, you don't need a salesperson. You've just eloquently articulated it. Why don't you just do it yourself, save yourself some money?
Well, I'm not averse to it. I'm really happy to sort of go and sell as much as possible. But the question for me is also capacity. Yeah. So thank you for your very kind words, and appreciate that that's a sales pitch in itself. Um,
Okay. When
because
you
I
say
don't see
capacity,
anyone
what
in
do you
our
mean
field.
exactly? What do you mean by capacity?
Well, me being able to do enough calls in the day to sort of because I'm going to be selfish as well, right? When we launch properly, I want to go out and crack market share. So we want to try and get as many users as possible. Because there's only so many calls you can do in a day. I know we can leverage sort of reach and publicity with social media, which is also part of our plan. But having people sort of actually doing a call, maybe sort of with me on trade shows, talking to users, that's the kind of stuff we want to be, fully on.
Okay, and let me
Would
ask.
you do that? I mean, if I said to you, look, here's a budget for a week, we're going to go hit a trade show in, I don't know, wherever, Birmingham, Manchester, Excel Centre or something, would you go, yeah, I'm up for that?
My question to you, Dan, would be why would you want me to do it when you sold it to me so perfectly?
Well, if you've got a stand a stand with one person on it it's not as halfway as effective as a stand with two people on it, or three or four. People who are sort of confident enough to be out there selling.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, let me ask you this, Dan. Obviously, I don't know enough about you, your business, the way you work, but it sounds like you're working towards launching, going to market, acquiring customers, and then you're hoping it will snowball with referrals, testimonials, and being able to scream and having other people screaming and shouting on your behalf. Let's pretend I could help you get in front of people when it comes to the time of launching. Is there any reason you wouldn't invest 30 minutes in a conversation to explore this further?
There isn't any reason why I wouldn't do that, no.
Okay. Have you got your diary there?
I do have my diary here, yeah.
Okay. What date are you looking at? Yeah, Dan, so I will send this through to you now. It should pop up. Dan, on that call, I'm just going to have a number of questions for you. If by the end of it you don't believe I can help you, you wouldn't be uncomfortable telling me no. You seem like quite a straight-up guy.
Pretty much, yeah.
And likewise, I know I'm not for everyone. If by the end of it and the questions I ask, I'm not convinced I can help you, you wouldn't be upset if I told you no, would you?
I love this call. Not at all.
You love this call. Whilst I've got you there, just want to take a quick 20 seconds to plug my services. If you're a business owner and you're struggling to get enough meetings in your diary, or you've worked with agencies before who have been quite frustrating or aren't getting the results, DM me on this email here and we can have a chat, see if my services are right for you. Or if you're a salesperson and you're maybe getting stuck at certain points of your script, or you're lacking the confidence to pick up the phone and book meetings via the telephone, or you're just thinking about maybe considering going out, starting up your own lead generation services, drop me a DM on this email here and we can have a chat, see if my services can help. Well, then last thing from me, you're not going to hang up the phone and think, oh no, I've just arranged to meet with a telephone prospector, are you?
No, I like the what's the word, Schutzbar you've got, so...
Schutzbar, I haven't heard that one before.
Your call. Isn't it? Oh, I think it's a Yiddish term for balls or boldness,
I'll take
Love
it.
it.
I'll take it. That's the nicest thing anyone said to me this week, Dan.
Well, the week's still got a few days to run, mate. You've got to chill on.
All right, Dan. Well, been good speaking. Anything I haven't asked you that I should have that would be useful to know before the call?
Can't think of anything just now.
Good stuff. Well, look forward to speaking when the time comes.
Appreciate it, Joe. Look forward to it.
All the best.
And I mean that too. Yeah, take care, mate.
Thank you very much.
See ya. Bye.
There we go. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that shiz, and yeah.